Hello everyone, it's me. More Age Mythology. More Athenian League. One more finals after this one. And this time we are in the heroic tier. No, yeah, heroic tier, third tier. Both players about 1550. So should be a good match as we jump right in to our series here, looking at Mogli on the right. Mogli, a Norse player by trade, has played a lot of Norse in this tournament. Mostly all Norse in the tournament, actually. And Motaba is somebody who's played a bit of everything here. I do get both these players confused. Just both players I'd never heard of coming into the tournament. Both players starting with names being M. Um, We have Mogli placed second place in the division, same division as Motaba. So we have a rematch finals. Motaba placed first during the regular season. They played and Motaba won 2-1. So Motaba with the advantage. Looks to win it for, according to my papers, says that he is from Serbia and Mowgli is from Germany. So a little Serbian versus Germany matchup here. A lot of European players played in the Athenian League. So appreciate all of them. Actually, like the first couple seasons, it was like a mix between like half and half between Americas and Europe. But like this season, Europe probably consisted of probably like close to 75% of our players. So man, if Europe were to fall off the face of the earth, we really wouldn't have had an Athenian league. Motaba plays more gods, plays a good mix of gods, some Chinese as we see, a little bit of Egyptian, and some Greek primarily. So should see a wide variety as we have him playing Fuzi here on The Unknown for game one, which has spawned quite a cliff through the middle of the map, almost a Jotunheim-esque kind of a map against Loki. So we may see a little bit of a slower paced game here. I do believe it's just those openings in the middle. Yeah. There's an extra opening here that doesn't exist on the top. Otherwise, yeah, just a big opening in the middle. So kind of a map that I would probably not enjoy playing because it's too defensive, too closed off. Got just a whole lot of relic monkeys popping out over here. One of the more interesting little relics. I mean, they're basically free scouts because they don't cost pop. So you can kind of just put them, scatter them around the opponent and maybe put them in patrol so they don't appear as idle military. You're basically getting some extra really slow scouts. Not really sure what you see here in this matchup. I haven't seen too many like Fuzi games. Fuzi has the, so if you look at the thing here, um, gains access to, the Nessa is a very important part of Fuzi's kit. Buildings research faster. But not a lot, not a ton of like major bonuses. Pretty simple. So it's mainly just the heroes, faster technologies, and then human units do more damage. And oh my goodness, we're gonna get an out of sync for game number one. Getting a lot of out of syncs in the first game of these series, which is a little unfortunate, because then we can't watch them. So we move to game two, and we'll have to maybe guess which player won game one. I'm going to guess that Motaba won game 1. Just based on the map and the picks that we have here, we've got an Odin into a Poseidon on Elysium. And apologies that we don't get a result out of game number 1 there. And yes, I did just confirm that Motaba did win game number 1. So Mogli up against a disadvantage already. But it's a long series, 5 games, first to 3, so no problem. No problem at all. The tricky part is in these series, of course, that you have to win 3 games with 3 different gods, which always makes it a little bit tougher. Because, eventually, you might be playing your 3rd best god against the opponent's best god. When it comes to Poseidon versus Odin, I really enjoy this matchup. This is a fun matchup. Tends to be pretty cutthroat. He gets the snowball starts early, and then we kind of go from there. The hero is very much stuck on the berries. Hopefully not perma stuck. The centaur coming forward, looking to get some damage onto some villagers. And a Hersier pops out right next to him. And so you got to be careful because the Valkyrie will chase down the centaur. Yeah, this dude is having a hard time here on the berry bush. Because the Valkyrie's slightly faster than the centaur. So once you start getting once you just get one hit, it's the end of the centaur. Unless Atalanta comes in to save the day. But more hit points. And the Valkyrie. God, come on. The Valk gets the kill anyway. It works so hard to get it out. Look at this turn building here. Some swag building going down. Using the lure now, I know if you use lure in the second age, it attracts a bit more like food, I think, and also maybe it just poops out a few more chicken. I really am not a huge fan of that though, because you'd like to have the hunt already here. So I always use it in the first stage. Okay, the hero did get unstuck. He's bringing back the gather rate increase for farms. Sitting back with 5 horses is Motaba. And we are getting a raiding cavalry spam from the Odin. It's on his chickens. But yeah, as far as these players, these are 2 players I didn't know anything about coming into the Athenian League Season 3. They are new to Athenian League, but both players done very well for themselves. Both had pretty solid regular seasons. Both kind of, we see a little altercation here in the middle. Both have not had an easy path to the finals, though. Both had a 3-2 series win already in the playoffs, so are essentially at one point just 1 game away from not making the finals. So we see something seems bugged about the staple textures. Got the units coming forward to find some villagers. They are here. Don't really get a kill. I would turn and fight. There you go. Get the Valk. Get the Valk again. Now the only downside is for any unit you don't full kill, it will get healed back up. Like the Valkyrie will heal up the Valkyrie, so no big deal. We do have some idle villagers that had been hunting. Got some back hunt here though, so that's nice. Does Motaba know about the back hunt? He does. Went to berries first. See now, whew, really some awkward luring now, where the animals are not coming all the way to the lure because of the gate, so bit of a downside for that. Still have forest fire and ceasefire. Could just forest fire right through here. Come onto the gold mine. Although maybe we save it for their gun. Now this, I think I said this is Elysium. This is actually that Nile Delta game or map or whatever. Nile Shallows. So we have two important technologies coming in at about the same time for both players. Spirited Charge. 10% speed and 10% attack. Thundering Hooves. 10% speed and 10% hack. They're basically the same technology. Get the Hippias over here. Finding a nice little catch. But don't want to get trapped out on the top here, as we see. Yeah, they get a little more blue here than we have red. And we'll probably, maybe, lose a Hippocon on the way out. Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, this is just not super great as far as gathering. A lot of walking time. Mogli building forward here to hopefully protect his gold mine. Going for a bit of a surround as Motaba knows. This is where things can get dicey if you don't notice. Okay, not terrible. Doesn't lose a whole lot there. And the player is being very careful. We see a lot of Hippocon getting into the training queue. And is this a third Valkyrie now? As a Poseidon here, you probably would have wanted to do a little bit more poke damage by now. Maybe kill one of the Valkyries. Because you're starting to get a mass of Valkyries. It's kind of a scary mass here. Okay. I'm gonna take on. Don't want to take unnecessary damage. It's running away, and a few more showing up over here. Ooh, if he doesn't quite react to this quick enough. See, really nice retreat wall here. Otherwise, that would have been disaster for those dwarves. So, really well done. The herdman may give up his life. Bit of an accident there. And may pick off another herdman. Yeah. Really well done. Get some extra idle time for those gold miners. Aging up with Dionysus. And Mogli would like to age up, but that idle time with the dwarves kind of cost him a little bit. Oh, Raven just flying right over there. Going up with Nord, interesting. Been seeing more and more Nord picks as opposed to Skadi from the Odin. You know, if I see this raiding party here as Motaba, I'm probably coming up here and trying to hit this, but ooh, we should not have gone over here. Leaves a few villagers here. 3. Like, generally speaking, you want to keep your value, you want to keep your economy on the same side of the map. Like, because having villagers here and villagers here meant that he had to defend 2 locations, and against a god with a lot of mobility, you can't do that. Eventually he's going to catch you off on one of them. Don't have upgraded Hippocan, and we get in a big fight here. So this is not going to be a good fight for Motaba. He's probably going to use bronze to get out. But I don't know if this is a great fight for him, even with bronze. Maybe it works out okay. I guess it's probably for the better, because Mogli, with his walls, doesn't need to fight this anyway. So just wait out the bronze and then come forward with... he switched to frost. It slows down the age up quite a bit. Now he's getting to where he's maybe in the position where he wants to be to fight after bronze is done. Nice little raid over here. We have a nice forest fire. Shoves the units away, and we've got a big fight right here. I just think there's maybe too many herdmen for the unupgraded Hippias. If like these Hippias were medium, I'd be a little more happy about this fight. But they aren't medium. And yeah. No medium. It's getting in on the villagers over here. Killing some villagers. Catching back up on the vill count. This is a ton of villagers. A handful of them will die. Fortunately, a lot of wasted damage on these ox carts. And yeah, just not having medium there. Or even any armory upgrades. The armory upgrades, especially the first 2, are so cheap. You might as well get them. But now he's up against a frost and a superior army. That Motaba, or Mogli that is, he should come forward and just attack now. Once you win a nice fight like that, because you get gold block here. The Thracian horses. He didn't even have Thracian horses for that fight either. Seven Valkyries. It's a little insane how many Valkyries the Norse can get out on the field. One of the best myth units in the game. Just with how accessible they are early. Very strong. These villagers... Oh, are they going to walk to their doom? They are. Again, I mean, this hunt is so tempting, but you just can't come out when you have to defend 2 spots. Uses ceasefire to run them out. But yeah, you gotta either keep them in your base or find the hunt that's over on this side of the map. I mean, you've got all these here. If you're defending this, you might as well just gather on this side. Because if you lose this, you kind of lose the game anyway. Sending units over here on the opposite side just opens yourself up to a second way to lose the game. And now he's out. Villagers are out of the wall. Yeah, we've gotta get. Oh, he's lost track. Okay. Loses a couple cav there. Valkyrie's running right through the base. Hippolyta is here, but there's just so many Valkyries. Like, and they'll do some more damage. And these Shield Maiden Valkyries. This technology plus 50% attack is pretty nuts. 23.8 attack for 1.2 rate of fire. And they're fast. As they run out. Getting our fight here. Can't fall back too far. But Motaba just took a bad fight early, didn't have enough technologies for that fight, and is kind of paying the price. Odin is kind of one of those gods where once you fall behind, it's very hard to catch up. Villagers a little bit brave over there. Valkyrie's running over here. You know, so building these foundations kind of fills in the water. What if you kill the foundation that is this little shallow is gone? Could you clear out any water? Not that it really matters, I guess it's mainly just a texture here. Heroes trying to fight. This isn't a bad choke here, but the army's out of position. Ooh, and nicely timed Frost. Stops the fortress from going up. Should probably, yeah, with all this units should be able to destroy the fortress while Frost is down. And then I think there's just too many units here. Yeah, 131 pop, full pop, 77, and Mogli looks like he's going to get a fairly safe second win, or a game 2 win in the series. We are about to come out of the frost. Here's our fight. Villagers will go down. There's probably not enough heroes. No, they're not. And Mogli is cleaning up here, doing a very nice job. The only units left there are the heroes, and that's GG. Yeah, somewhere around here with this timing, you got to do a little more damage. You can't actually lose the big fight, which he did, despite using bronze. So, not the best of fights there for Motaba. No sweep. We haven't had a sweep in the finals yet, so we've only got one more series left after this one. So that is good to see, and we move on to game number 3. Mogli switches to another Norse. It's time Freyr. And Motaba's picking Zeus on Mediterranean. We've seen a lot of Mediterraneans in this tournament. For a map that's supposedly hated so much, we sure have a lot of players who want to play on Mediterranean. The monkey relic's back. Didn't have the greatest of sleep last night, so I'm a little tired. I'm also watching. One of my brothers is gone. He's got 2 young kids, so we've got 2 young kids at our house for the next couple of days. Been here a couple days. We'll still be here a couple days. Ooh, this is awkward for Mogli. Tree hitboxes really stink. And now he's coming over there. So we have Athena aged up. We've got Oler almost aged up. Do we put like the Asgardian hill fort here? Just to protect the fish, maybe? Hello, Skierner. We were watching the Heroic Age. Looks like he did exactly what I suggested. Is putting The Asgardian Hill Fort right here with 22 range. Wants to protect these fish without really having to do anything, apparently. Actually, if I were him, I would make, like, siege ships here. Because the siege ships could just sit right here and defend. And the only counter unit would be the hammer ships, which would then get absolutely pummeled by the Asgardian Hill Fort. I like these objects that, like, fly down from the sky above. This units got moved away for some reason. Our Asgardian Hill Forts, not quite up. We're seeing a little bit of responding boats here from Mogli. I want to see how much damage this thing does to boats. Let's see. Does it do attack bonus to boats? Not sure. Got a Minotaur and a Jason down here. Got some problems because we don't have any units in position. Here comes the one hearse here. Could always bolt that first hearse here. Yeah, a lot of idle time there. Keep slapping away at the dock. Yeah, I would bolt this first hearse here. This is not good here, though. I would have bolted the hearse here. Loses a couple villagers and another one way over here. And the Minotaur's down, but that's quite a bit of damage done. Down 4 villagers. Still a little bit, yeah, taking a little bit of time to react to all of that. Skinner, I hope you are okay. Doing well. Motaba behind this has built up the little wall to block off that half of the map. It's fighting a fight, and Mogli is going a little bit too far forward here. Oh, this does a lot of damage, doesn't it? Motaba just resigns. Just like that. Takes the resign. You know, you're behind, but maybe fight it out a little bit longer. But not the right unit choice. I think if you're defending here like this with the Asgardian Hill Fort, all you want to build are probably siege ships, because then the only thing that kills the siege ships are hammer ships that then have to come in underneath the Asgardian Hill Fort. And I think you kind of play it that way and then just be ready a little bit sooner for the Minotaur pressure. As we get a win, and with a quick game 3 win there, Motaba has retaken control of the series. We go to game 4. Are either of these players DoD? There are a lot. Also had a lot of DoD players just generally in the tournament. So, oh really? I didn't know that. Hard to keep track of you guys. You're just everywhere. Mowgli's on the right. The Freyr player, who is down a point as long as I gave the right person the right point. Yep. And Motaba is on the left and Set. We've seen a few Set versus Norse games in this tournament so far. They've generally come to be pretty exciting. You get a lot of spearmen, maybe a lot of raiding cavalry. In fact, we had a pretty fantastic game on Elysium between Garmajuda and I think it was a Poi. That was really a fun one. So hopefully we can get a fun game here between Frere and Set. Frere, though, probably will be a little more defensive as compared to an Odin. The Pharaoh for our red player is Yuri Naders. We'll play on words by whoever suggested that Pharaoh back in the day. Getting our house wall up. I'm good, Skirner. A little bit tired today. Yeah, that's one of my favorite too. I like that one. There's some good Pharaoh names, but you're just a little tired. Didn't sleep super great. Sometimes, so I'm on night shift. Sleep during the day. Sometimes just for whatever reason, maybe it's kids being a little bit louder than normal. Sometimes the day sleep just isn't refreshing. And you end up being just tired for most of the night. Motaba using serpents to see. Now, what we have seen when the Set or like Isis in this matchup has success, it's when they're able to get a lot of early pressure with some Anubites. So we'll see if Motaba will be able to do that here. See if he even masses Anubites. Looks like he's trying to. He's getting Feet of the Jackal. Necropolis for more favor. As a baboon guarding this unit, this relic, which gives +6 line of sight. It's a nice relic. Meanwhile, down here, heroes are slightly faster. That'd be a nice one for Mogli to get. And then our other one was Myth units have more Pierce armor. Nice one to get when you're against. No, actually, does it really matter? Because these do divine damage to Myth units, right? So actually, the Pierce armor upgrade wouldn't help. Is anybody's trying to get out? Jump! There you go. This one I like. I really like the line of sight. It's gonna get it. You'll have a lot of line of sight with this Spearman Anubite little army here. Bjorn the Wealthy is up there protecting these villagers. Down here you got Hakan the Powerful and Thorstein Thorussen. I like all the different names. It's just a nice touch. GQ very could have easily, I mean, this is something that's brought over from Legacy, are the different Hersier names and the different Pharaoh names. It's a small thing, but it's kind of fun that you have these just randomly chosen names for these units. Yeah, I was here the other day. Yesterday, Hagrid was in and basically taught me that pretty much all of the Hersier names are names that come from all of the old sagas or whatever that one of their employees went through to get all those names. Whereas in Legacy, it was just a randomized set of units of names, whereas we have in game a pretty big raid here where for some reason Mogli just did not anticipate that, and that's the kind of early picks that he needs. His armies out forward building walls, and he just left himself wide open here, having not walled off this little spot here or over here. So those are the kind of picks that the set needs early on. So we now have snakes being used, and this could be maybe a bit disastrous or Motaba, who's now coming forward a bit too far. Snakes are all over his units, loses 2 Hersier to the Axemen. And the Spearmen are in the back. This is really well done by Motaba here, where he pressures the back, gets Mogli off balance, and then pressures the front while pressuring the back. We do have these 2 Draugrs that are doing some work. We're trying to get at those. Oh, they keep missing. Throwing Axemen need to get at the priests here. We'll hold this position, actually, in the end. These Draugrs are so good. Oh, man. You gotta finish this. Wow. I'm a little amazed that got destroyed like that. That's big. You know, if he maybe places it just a little bit further back. And wow. A very quick series here. One of the fastest ones. Or unfortunately, we couldn't watch game 1 because of the out of sync. But the wins that Motaba got in this series were very fast wins. And Mowgli caught off guard here a little bit by the unit spam by a set. Where do you try to lay this foundation down earlier to get it built beforehand? You definitely want to wall this off so you can't lose villagers. But yeah, he's 7 villagers down, loses the Asgardian hill fort, and a really fast victory for Motaba, who takes the win, takes the series, and though he did lose a game, the wins, at least that we saw, were pretty one-sided, and Motaba is our victor here in the heroic tier. So well done to Motaba here. This is a pretty solid win for him. So congratulations to Motaba. Certainly, though, not the way Mowgli wanted to end his Athenian league, but I think he can be happy to get second place. No shame in second place. So Motaba from Serbia gets first place. Mowgli from Germany gets second, and don't have a third place match yet. I'm not sure if that'll be played. Don't necessarily need to have a third place played. I know sometimes players, once they lose and can't get first, they're kind of like, yeah. But wow, a quick series here. 38 minutes. I guess this means to maybe hide spoilers from anyone who watches. Maybe I'll play a game or 2 of like just random God. What do you think of that, Skierner? I'll maybe play Frere because I finally realized something. Um, I realized why I couldn't play Frere on my second account, which is because I never actually set it up correctly. And my second account was using just like a test key I was given for Chinese. And I wasn't actually sharing my premium from my first account to the second one. I thought I was family sharing and thought it was just like a bug, but I just was using a different key that I had been given to test, pre-test the Chinese. So I realized something was up when Japanese came out, and I didn't have access to Japanese either. So I finally decided to like be smart and look into that. And that was the simple reason is it wasn't family shared library, so I was not using the right version. So you know what? I'm feeling about playing Frere. There we go. Now we're talking. Short series. Oh, always older. The reason I feel like the reason I would want to play Freyr is to choose all of the new gods. All right, multiplayer ranked. It's been a little bit since I've played some games. I'm hoping this weekend maybe to get on some Poseidon games, which is towards the top of the ladder, which means I'll just play a ton of Amaterasu, whatever her name is. So maybe I will regret that choice, but I wonder how Poseidon matches up against Amaterasu, or however her name's supposed to be pronounced. And we'll hit search. See how long it takes to find a game. Let's see. Actually, let's go 1700 to 1950. Beyond that, it's just as skewed, any sort of play rate. So there's only been 14 games played by Poseidon, so you don't really get, that means nothing. Poseidon has played Amaterasu 9 times, and it's a 3 and 9. No, 12 times. For a 3 and 9 record. So how many games do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 14, 20. Yeah, 26 games played total. 12 against some Amaterasu. So who knows? I'm looking for Amaterasu's. Who does Amaterasu beat? Well, pretty much everyone. There's enough data here to kind of say that Amaterasu defeats most everybody. Streams to struggle against a new WoD, though. Oh, we have a game. Let's do Freyr. Okay, how do we change the god icons here? Oh, it's right here. But where is it for the major god? I just found out how to do it. Okay, Megalopolis Freyr. Norse not my specialty. That's okay. I'm against Samurai Sam, who is spelled Samurai Sam wrong. Do we get early like pickaxe and stuff? Surely we do, right? I mean, after all, technologies are what you want to get. So that's kind of what makes Freyr kind of cool, is you get all these technologies here early on. I want to put my hill fort over here. Get another dwarfy. Get my goats pulled in. Boy, those technologies, though, they do take so long to research. It's pretty crazy. this wood, don't I? There's the Kitsune. A little worried about these two low hit point villagers. Get our temple up over here. So do we see a lot of samurais here from... Who is this? Is this the guy that gets a bonus with units? Okay. Just enough. It's weird to be aging up this slowly. What we got here? Gather rate for huntable. This is a new relic, isn't it? I like it. About time we get something that upgrades huntable. No, I want to block off the side of the map. So that's got all this hunt over here. I don't really care about the bottom side. Get this relic. It is Huri's hunting bow. Huri sounds like a great person. So surely I put like my whatchamacallit over there. What's that thing? Okay, he gets a shrine that does more things. What myth unit is he got here? Okay, the flying. This is really annoying. Oh, we need to. Okay. What's this one? Oh, that's not bad. It's Older's. It's Older's bow. What's this tech? Recast is cheaper. Oh, it scared me. Oh yeah, this is going to be nice for me. Got some elephants over here. You get this relic? No, not yet. Oh, we can repair.
something. Yes, já, ég vil. Skip something.
Skipan.
Skip, já, frá, já, tilbúin. Já, ég skip, já,
Já.
tilbúin.
I don't think he realizes that I can just repair this for free.
Veiðimaður. Veiðimaður.
Veiðimaður, já. Hver já, ég samþykkt. Satt. Ég vil, sjá. Til ég vil.
Get this. What's this one? Oh yeah, portable RAM.
Já, hver
Nice.
Ég satt, sjá. Tilbúin, ég vil. Samt, já, til, já.
Skipan.
Skip, já, ég satt. Já, ég tilbúin, já. Ég vil satt. Já, ég satt. Something, hver ég satt. Tilbúin. Ég vil, já. Something, something. Tilbúin, satt. Já, something. Já, ég, já. Til, satt, já. Ég, something. Hver satt. Tilbúin.
This is so strange playing like this.
Já, satt. Já.
Veiðimaður.
Ég something. Hver það? Til já. Satt. Hver ég vil. Something. Sjá. Ég vil.
Thanks for visiting.
Já, já. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Something. Já. Skip. Já. Yes, something.
Já, tilbúin.
Getting all my text or anything other text I can get that's really good. What is this thing? No. Masons. Yeah, isn't this weird?
Ég já. Something. Skip.
Hver það? Timbursveit. Satt. Veiðimaður.
But what do I gotta come out for?
Tilbúin.
Something. Já, ég vil. Já. Tilbúin. Já. Ég já. Something. Já. Já, ég vil.
Hver það? Veiðimaður.
Ooh, an Egypt. Okay.
Something. Satt. Ég something. Tilbúin. Skip, já. Something. Já, já, ég something. Hver, já.
What's this thing?
Já, ég something. Já, til ég satt.
That's
já,
it?
ég vil.
Já, ég við samþykkt. Satt, já, rjómsveit.
Til, já, ég vil. Ég vil, já, satt. Ég, já, something. Já, ég something. Ég bækið fram. Tilbúin, something. Já, ég skip. Já, something. Ég something. Já, ég vil.
This guy's firmly stuck.
Ég vil. Já, ég something. Já, ég vil. Ég vil, já, ég vil, já, ég satt. Tilbúin, something.
I can't even get him in here. What happens if I delete the house? Aha! He's free!
Já, something. Já, ég vil.
There's no point in coming out though, because
Something. Já, something.
I want to grab this town center.
Skip. Já, já. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Timburfrið. Aðrá. Já, samþykkt. Ég satt.
Já, ég vil.
Já, ég
Tilbúin. Satt. Ég vil.
til já, til já, aðrá.
Já, timbursveit.
Skipan. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Samt já, satt.
Oh, you guys. Yep.
Tilbúin? Tilbúin samþykkt? Ég vil. Sjá satt. Ég vil sjá samþykkt. Til ég vil. Já, ég samþykkt. Ég vil já. Tilbúin satt. Já, ég samþykkt satt.
Timbursveit. Timbursveit.
Ég satt. Já, ég vil. Já, til samþykkt. Já. Já, satt. Já, tilbúin. Satt. Ég vil. Til já, satt. Fyrir samþykkt. Ég vil.
Tilbúin. Ljósamaður.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong one.
Já, tilbúin. Fyrir það samþykkt. Ég vil. Satt. Til já. Ég vil. Já, satt. Fyrir ég vil. Samþykkt. Ég já, satt. Já. Ég vil. Samþykkt. Til já, samþykkt. Ég vil. Skipa. Fyrir samþykkt. Já. Satt. Til já. Samþykkt. Fyrir já. Ég vil. Já. Já, já, frá. Til satt. Fyrir það. Já. 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 Já, ég samt, ég vil. Já, já, já. Ég samt. Fyrir, já, ég samt. Til. Já. Skipa. Fyrst, ég vil. Já. Til, já. Fyrst, ég vil. Satt. Fjósamaður. Til samþykkt. Ég já. Ég vil. Fyrir að frá. Til já. 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 Til orðu slag. Tilbúin. Bæði já. Frá. Já, samþykkt. Tilbúin. Ég satt. Fyrir samþykkt. Já, satt.
Okay. It's all right. It's all right. No problem. No problem, right? Just taking our time here.
Skipan til já. Já, samþykkt. Já, ég vil. Fyrir það. Já. Samþykkt.
Skipan. Já. Samt skipan. Ég vil. Samt timbursveit.
Tilbúin. Já, ég satt. Ég samþykkt. Ég satt.
Yeah, I think we're okay, right?
Tilbúin. Ég vil. Samt.
Ég satt. Já.
And pretty soon we can just age up here.
Hver það? Ég vil. Já.
We're just farming back here because we really want to.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Tilbúin? Segir samþykkt. Satt.
Always Freyr.
Já, samþykkt. Til já, ég vil.
Ooh. Crap.
Skip fyrir já atrás til ég já.
I need to wall that off.
Skip til orustu slag.
Thankfully, he's kind of...
Skip ég sa. Samþykkt. Ég úkard.
Úkarl. Já, úkarl.
Hver það?
Já, til orustu slag. Samþykkt. Já, atrás.
Tilbúin. Úkarl.
Tilbúin.
Tilbúin.
Já, ég vil. Já, satt. Já, til orustu slag. Til orustu slag. Til já, til atrás. Já, til samþykkt. Já. Ég vil orustu slag. Já, fækir fram. Skip.
What is this?
Já,
Oh.
skip satt. Tilbúin. Samþykkt.
Ég já, grjótsveit.
Tilbúin. Úkard.
Úkarl.
Já, samþykkt. Ég sa. Hver það?
How long before I'm aged up here?
Ég vil samþykkt. Já. Fyrir já. Skip hann. Skip já. Ég vil. Já, tilbúin. Samþykkt. Samþykkt. Já, ég samþykkt.
Hvað er það? Samþykkt. Til grjótsveit.
Ég samþykkt. Ég samþykkt. Ég vil.
Hann satt. Grjótsveit.
Tilbúin. Já. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Já, satt. Já, samþykkt.
Wait till my...
Ég satt.
my upgrades start kicking in.
Til samþykkt. Satt. Ég vil. Já. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Já. Ég vil.
Já. Til grjótsveit.
Já. Satt.
Ég samþykkt. Ég vil samþykkt. Sa. Tilbúin. Úkard. Ég vil samþykkt.
Já.
What's this? Isn't there a...
Já.
Til timbursveit. Skip hann. Samþykkt.
Hver það? Sa. Ég samþykkt.
Ég vil. Samþykkt.
Úkarl.
Til já. Ég vil. Já. Samþykkt. Já.
Hmm.
Ég vil.
Já, sa. Ég vil. Sa. Samþykkt.
Já. Hver satt? Já. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Já. Samþykkt. Skip. Ég vil. Skip. Já. Satt.
Skip hann satt.
Já. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Fækir fram.
I don't think he has enough units here. I don't think he does.
Já. Tilbúin. Til atrás. Já. Samþykkt. Já.
This is a very strange way to play for me, but we're making it work. I don't really need it here, but we'll do it anyway.
something. Yeah, skip. Something here will. Yow, yeah, here something. Yow, yow, something tilbuin. Here will. Yow. Skip. Here will. Something. Here will. Skip tilbuin. Yeah, something. Here will. Here will. Till yow, yeah, something. Till something.
This is a cool looking god power, but I don't think it does a whole lot. No, that stream was finished very quickly. I don't really need more. I've got more resources than I know what to do with. Oh, I can't build a dock. Man, I actually won. Not bad, not bad. The one thing is you can't really, if you have a way to garrison, you can just garrison hide from it. And then it does nothing. Yeah, this is a very unusual turtle game for me, but fair's fun. A lot of text that I don't actually really know exist. Yeah, if you could cast it right, because then they wouldn't normally have a way to garrison. Because it doesn't seem like it does any damage to buildings. What do I think? I've only played like 2 or 3 Japanese games, so I don't know. Not sure. I probably could have come out sooner with my superior techs here. I would guess that he probably didn't have a whole lot of... Yeah, I was basically 2 lines ahead. But we fought in the middle of the map. So what are these? Some of these gods, are they berserk?